Good morning/afternoon/evening, everyone. Leadership is often seen as a position of power or authority, but true leadership goes far beyond titles. To lead effectively, we must lead with both heart and vision. Leading with heart means leading with empathy, compassion, and genuine care for the people you serve. It's about understanding the hopes, fears, and dreams of your team and inspiring them to grow, not just as professionals, but as individuals. At the same time, leadership with vision means having a clear, compelling picture of the future you want to create, a future that motivates and challenges everyone to stretch beyond the ordinary. Vision provides direction and purpose, and when combined with heart, it becomes a powerful force that inspires trust and drives meaningful progress. When you lead with heart and vision, you build teams that are not only productive but passionate. You create cultures where people feel valued and empowered, and where obstacles become opportunities for innovation and growth. Remember, leadership is not about being the loudest voice in the room, but about lifting others up so their voices can be heard. It's about balancing bold dreams with deep compassion. So I challenge you today. Lead with courage, lead with empathy, and lead with an unwavering vision. Because when you do, you don't just lead, you inspire, you transform, and you leave a lasting impact. Empathy is the foundation of any strong leadership. It goes beyond simply understanding what someone is feeling. It means putting yourself in their shoes, truly experiencing their perspective, and responding with genuine care. When leaders show empathy, they signal to their teams that they are not just a manager or a boss, but a human being who values the thoughts, feelings, and well-being of others. Trust is not something that happens overnight. It is earned through consistent acts of empathy and understanding. When team members feel heard and understood, they are far more likely to open up, share their ideas, and be vulnerable about challenges they face. This openness creates a safe environment where innovation can flourish and problems can be addressed before they escalate. Moreover, empathy in leadership helps you recognize the unique challenges that each individual faces, whether it's balancing work and personal life, dealing with stress, or feeling undervalued. When you acknowledge these realities, your response is no longer just about business outcomes, but about supporting the whole person. This holistic approach fosters loyalty because people want to stay and contribute in an environment where they feel respected and cared for. Empathetic leaders are also better equipped to navigate conflicts within the team. Instead of reacting with judgment or impatience, they listen actively, validate emotions, and work towards solutions that honor everyone's needs. This process builds bridges rather than walls, strengthening team cohesion and collaboration. In practical terms, empathy can be expressed in many ways, from taking the time to check in with your team members regularly, to adjusting expectations when someone is going through a tough time, to celebrating their successes with genuine enthusiasm. It means practicing active listening, really hearing what is being said and what's left unsaid, and responding thoughtfully. Over time, when empathy is woven into your leadership style, it cultivates a deep sense of trust. Trust that you will be fair, that you will support your people, and that you will stand by them. This trust becomes a powerful force that inspires engagement, boosts morale, and drives your team to perform at their best, not out of obligation, but because they believe in you and the shared vision you're pursuing together. Having a clear vision is one of the most essential components of effective leadership. A vision acts like a compass. It gives your team a sense of direction and purpose, guiding every action and decision toward a meaningful goal. Without a clear vision, teams can easily become disoriented, confused, or disengaged, lacking the motivation needed to push through challenges or innovate beyond their comfort zones. A strong vision is more than just a statement. It's a vivid picture of the future that inspires and excites. It paints a story that everyone can rally around, a future that feels achievable yet ambitious, one that challenges the status quo and encourages growth. When a leader clearly communicates this vision, it becomes a shared aspiration that unites people with diverse backgrounds, skills, and perspectives. This clarity of purpose is critical because it aligns individual efforts with the broader mission of the organization or team. When people understand how their daily work contributes to a larger, meaningful goal, their sense of responsibility deepens and their engagement increases. They feel connected not only to their own success, but to the success of the whole group. This alignment reduces confusion, minimizes wasted effort, and enhances collaboration. Moreover, a clear vision helps in making tough decisions. When faced with uncertainty or competing priorities, a leader with a strong vision can evaluate options based on how well they align with the desired future. This consistency builds confidence among team members, as they know the leader's choices are grounded in a thoughtful and purposeful strategy. Effective leaders don't just hold the vision internally. They communicate it passionately and repeatedly. This communication is vital because vision can be abstract, and people need to hear it in ways that resonate with their own values and experiences. Storytelling, metaphors, and concrete examples can bring a vision to life, making it relatable and tangible. Additionally, leaders who involve their teams in shaping or refining the vision often find greater buy-in and commitment. When people feel that their voices contribute to the future being created, they take ownership and become active participants in bringing that vision to reality. The vision also acts as a source of motivation during difficult times. When obstacles arise and setbacks occur, as they inevitably will, reminding the team of the inspiring future they are working toward, can renew energy and focus. It shifts attention from immediate hardships to long-term impact, encouraging perseverance and resilience. In summary, a clear vision serves as the backbone of leadership, creating a roadmap that guides, motivates, and unites. It transforms individual efforts into a powerful, collective movement toward something greater than any one person, fostering a sense of purpose and determination that fuels success. Leading with heart and vision requires more than just passion or clear goals. It demands a delicate balance between emotional intelligence and strategic thinking. This balance is what separates good leaders from truly great ones. Emotion without strategy can lead to impulsive decisions, while strategy without emotion can result in cold, disconnected leadership that fails to inspire or engage. Balancing emotion and strategy means recognizing the human side of leadership, acknowledging that people bring feelings, fears, and hopes into the workplace, and combining this awareness with the rational planning necessary to achieve long-term success. It's about using empathy and compassion not only to connect with your team, but also to inform your decisions in a thoughtful, practical way. Emotional intelligence allows leaders to sense the mood of the team, anticipate reactions, and respond in ways that maintain morale and foster trust. It means being attuned to when your team needs encouragement, when to push for excellence, and when to provide space and support. This emotional awareness can prevent conflicts from escalating, reduce stress, and create a more harmonious work environment. At the same time, strategy ensures that the leadership is purposeful and goal-oriented. It requires setting clear priorities, allocating resources wisely, and crafting plans that are realistic yet ambitious. Strategy involves understanding the competitive landscape, anticipating challenges, and making decisions that align with the overall vision. The challenge and the art of leadership lies in weaving these two dimensions together. For example, when making a difficult business decision that impacts people, a leader who balances emotion and strategy will communicate transparently and compassionately, explaining the reasoning behind the decision while acknowledging its impact on individuals. This approach builds credibility and reduces resistance because it respects both the head and the heart. Furthermore, balancing emotion and strategy means being flexible and adaptable. Rigid adherence to a plan without considering the emotional climate can lead to disengagement or burnout. Conversely, making decisions solely based on feelings can jeopardize the organization's stability and growth. Leaders who master this balance know when to be firm and when to be empathetic, when to take risks and when to exercise caution. This balance also extends to how leaders motivate their teams. Strategic incentives, such as rewards, recognition, and career development opportunities, are powerful motivators, but they are most effective when delivered with genuine care and understanding. People want to know that their contributions matter not just to the bottom line, but to the leader who values them as individuals. In practice, developing this balance requires continuous self-awareness and learning. Leaders must regularly reflect on their own emotions, biases, and motivations, while sharpening their ability to think critically and plan effectively. It involves seeking feedback, remaining open to new ideas, and being willing to adjust approaches as situations evolve. Ultimately, leading with both emotion and strategy creates a dynamic and resilient leadership style. It fosters environments where people feel supported and inspired, where challenges are met with thoughtful action, and where the vision is pursued with both passion and precision. Empowering others is a vital element of leadership that transforms a group of individuals into a cohesive, high-performing team. True leadership isn't about control or micromanagement. It's about giving people the autonomy, confidence, and resources they need to succeed on their own terms. When leaders empower their teams, they create a culture where creativity flourishes, accountability grows, and individuals feel motivated to contribute their best work. Empowerment starts with trust. It requires leaders to believe in their team members' abilities and judgment, and to provide opportunities for them to take ownership of projects and decisions. This trust isn't given lightly. It's built over time through consistent support, clear expectations, and honest communication. When people know that their leader trusts them, they are more likely to take initiative and approach their work with enthusiasm and responsibility. At the core of empowerment is the willingness to delegate meaningful tasks. Delegation is not just about offloading work. It's about intentionally sharing authority and decision-making power. By doing so, leaders show that they value the unique skills and perspectives each person brings to the table. This not only lightens the leader's load, but also fosters professional growth. As team members gain new experiences, develop problem-solving skills, and build confidence, empowering others also means providing the right resources and support. It's one thing to hand over responsibility, but it's equally important to ensure that individuals have access to the tools, training, and information they need to perform at their best. Leaders who invest in their team's development demonstrate a commitment to long-term success and personal growth, which strengthens loyalty and engagement. Another critical aspect of empowerment is creating a safe environment for risk-taking and innovation. People are naturally cautious when they fear failure or criticism. Leaders who encourage experimentation and view mistakes as learning opportunities cultivate a culture where creativity thrives. This approach unleashes new ideas and solutions that might otherwise remain undiscovered in a risk-averse environment. Empowerment also involves active listening and providing constructive feedback. Leaders must be approachable and open to hearing their team's insights, concerns, and suggestions. When people feel heard, their sense of ownership and commitment deepens. Likewise, thoughtful feedback helps individuals improve and grow, reinforcing a continuous cycle of learning and development. Furthermore, empowering others includes recognizing and celebrating achievements, both big and small. Acknowledging progress boosts morale and reinforces positive behaviors, creating momentum for ongoing success. It sends a clear message that contributions are noticed and valued, which motivates people to keep striving toward their goals. On a broader level, empowering others aligns perfectly with leading with heart and vision because it builds a collective strength. When each person feels empowered, the entire team becomes more resilient, adaptable, and innovative. This collective empowerment propels the organization forward, making it capable of facing complex challenges and seizing new opportunities. In practice, empowerment is an ongoing process. It requires patience, humility, and a willingness to let go of control. Leaders must resist the urge to step in too quickly or make decisions for others, instead fostering an environment where autonomy is encouraged and people feel supported to grow into their fullest potential. One of the most powerful ways to influence others is to lead by example. Actions often speak louder than words, and as a leader, your behavior sets the tone for the entire team or organization. When you embody the values, work ethic, and attitude you expect from others, you build credibility and inspire respect. People are naturally drawn to leaders who practice what they preach and demonstrate consistency between their words and actions. Leading by example starts with integrity. This means being honest, transparent, and ethical in all your dealings. When a leader consistently acts with integrity, it establishes a foundation of trust that encourages team members to follow suit. Conversely, when leaders are perceived as inconsistent or hypocritical, it breeds cynicism and disengagement. Integrity builds a culture where accountability is embraced, and everyone understands the importance of doing the right thing even when no one is watching. Humility is another critical aspect of leading by example. Great leaders don't position themselves above their teams. Instead, they demonstrate a willingness to learn, admit mistakes, and show vulnerability. This openness fosters psychological safety, a space where people feel comfortable sharing ideas, asking questions, and taking risks without fear of judgment. When leaders model humility, they encourage collaboration and innovation because team members know that their contributions are valued. Resilience is equally important in leadership by example. Challenges and setbacks are inevitable, but how a leader responds to adversity can inspire a team's collective strength. By facing difficulties with determination, optimism, and a problem-solving mindset, leaders teach their teams that obstacles are opportunities for growth rather than reasons to give up. This resilience builds a culture of perseverance and adaptability that is essential for long-term success. Consistency in behavior also reinforces the leader's credibility. Showing up on time, meeting commitments, and treating everyone with respect communicates that you value both your role and the people you lead. It sends a powerful message that professionalism and dedication matter, and it encourages others to uphold similar standards. Leading by example extends beyond just work habits. It encompasses how leaders manage their emotional responses as well. Maintaining composure in stressful situations, practicing active listening, and responding thoughtfully, rather than reactively, all contribute to a positive and productive work environment. When leaders regulate their emotions effectively, they help stabilize the team and create space for constructive dialogue and problem solving. Additionally, leaders who prioritize their own personal growth and well-being set a precedent for balance and continuous improvement. Demonstrating a commitment to learning new skills, seeking feedback, and taking care of one's health encourages team members to do the same. It cultivates an environment where growth is valued and everyone strives to become better versions of themselves. Ultimately, leading by example is about embodying the principles you want to see in your organization. It's a daily commitment to living your values, holding yourself accountable, and inspiring others not through authority, but through authenticity and action. When people see a leader who walks the talk, it ignites a powerful sense of loyalty and motivation that drives collective success. Creating a positive culture is one of the most impactful ways a leader can influence the success and well-being of their team and organization. Culture isn't just about perks or office decorations. It's the underlying atmosphere, values, and behaviors that shape how people interact, collaborate, and feel about their work environment. A positive culture fosters engagement, boosts morale, and drives performance by making people feel safe, respected, and valued. At its core, a positive culture is built on trust and psychological safety. When team members know they can express ideas, voice concerns, and take risks without fear of judgment or punishment, creativity and innovation flourish. Leaders play a crucial role in establishing this kind of environment by modeling openness, encouraging honest communication, and responding constructively to feedback and mistakes. Psychological safety encourages experimentation, which is essential for growth and continuous improvement. Respect is another cornerstone of a positive culture. It means honoring diverse perspectives, appreciating individual contributions, and treating everyone with kindness and fairness. Leaders who cultivate respect set the tone for inclusivity and collaboration. They recognize that each person brings unique strengths and experiences that enrich the team's collective ability to solve problems and achieve goals. When respect is a given, it fosters stronger relationships and reduces conflict. Recognition and appreciation are powerful tools in shaping culture. People want to feel that their hard work matters and that they are seen beyond just their output. Regularly acknowledging achievements, both big and small, creates a sense of accomplishment and motivation. Celebrations of success reinforce positive behaviors and encourage continued effort. Moreover, appreciation contributes to emotional well-being, making the workplace a more enjoyable and fulfilling place to be. A positive culture also embraces accountability, not as a form of blame, but as a shared commitment to standards and excellence. Leaders who set clear expectations and hold themselves and others accountable cultivate reliability and trustworthiness within the team. Accountability ensures that everyone is contributing their fair share and that commitments are met, which strengthens the team's overall effectiveness. Communication plays a pivotal role in culture. Transparent, consistent, and respectful communication keeps everyone aligned and informed. It prevents misunderstandings and builds confidence in leadership. Leaders who communicate authentically invite collaboration and make people feel included in the journey toward common goals. Well-being and work-life balance are increasingly recognized as essential components of a positive culture. Leaders who prioritize the health, happiness, and personal lives of their team members show genuine care and foster loyalty. Supporting flexible work arrangements, encouraging breaks, and promoting mental health initiatives create an environment where people can thrive both professionally and personally. Finally, a positive culture is dynamic. It evolves as the organization grows and adapts to new challenges. Leaders who actively nurture and shape culture understand that it requires ongoing attention and intention. They listen to their teams, seek feedback, and are willing to make changes that support a healthy, vibrant workplace. By creating and sustaining a positive culture, leaders unlock the full potential of their teams. They create a place where people want to come to work, contribute their best, and stay committed for the long term. This kind of culture not only drives better results, but also builds a legacy of trust, respect, and shared success.